As promised, my trike is ready for pickup. Just got to wait to get a bus to get up there. They rang me about an hour before they were going to, scheduled to, so that was excellent. And they quoted me again the $75 fee, which is fantastic. I mean, God, compared to $250, that's a bargain. So they've got me as a customer, unless the wheels fall off on the bike as I'm riding back. But apart from that, unless there's total major mechanical mayhem occurs on my way back to my my apartment, then I think they've got me as a permanent customer for as long as I'm on this mortal coil, which may not be that much time given that I'm a geriatric and not in the peak of health, but I'm hanging in there. I'm feeling okay. I shouldn't be, but I am. And it's another, actually the weather's fantastic today, thank God, so I don't have to worry about rain. It's not overly sunny, it's sort of patchy weather. It's pretty good. A little bit of a breeze going against me, but we're going downhill. That would be slow. It'd be a fairly subtle slope uphill, and I'll be coming the opposite direction back down here, so I don't think it's going to be much of a problem, just a little bit of wind resistance. But I've never ridden a trike before, so this will be a new experience. It's a pretty heavy vehicle, so we'll see how many of those 6 gears I'm going to require. But so far so good. Everything's gone perfectly, and I've got to say, I'll do a comparison on how to buy a bike, and I'm really thinking the way to go these days is get flat pack stuff. And then hunt around for your bicycle shop to do the assembly, and it's definitely the way to go. You get reasonably priced labour, like $75. It's a great deal, because I could have got an even cheaper bike than this, one that was actually built in Gold Coast rather than in Melbourne, so they had lower postage as well. And I probably could have shaved maybe, I don't know, $50 to $100 even off on what I'm paying, but with the $75, I reckon I'm paying about $525 all up for the bike on the road. The cheapest I've seen advertised here is $850, but this place actually sells trikes themselves. So for all I know, they might have some bargains here anyway, but I wasn't aware of that. So I think it's hard to beat the flat pack system, but I'll ask them about the price of their bikes when I'm there. And I'll be looking at a possibility of an electric upgrade if I want to go that way. I think that could be my bus coming, so I'll pop on the bus and I'll be up there in about 10 minutes, which will be fantastic. And I got off at the beautiful Stocklands shopping centre, not my favourite place on earth. A lot of noise, a lot of traffic. I think this is a footpath, but who knows? Cars are king round here. So it's quite a walk back to the lights. But the bus driver claims this is probably the best place to get off. I don't know about that. I probably should have got off the stop before. There was actually not a super obese, but slightly obese woman who got on one stop before the stop before here, if that makes sense to you, and then she got off at the stop before here. So one lousy stop she rode on the bus. This is what I don't like about this. There's no provision for pedestrians at all. You just got to basically, I've got to walk my way along the gutter here to a pedestrian crossing there. It's not really good. It's hardly ideal, and it's not designed for people walking. So there is no, I can't see any real walkways. Well, there's a pedestrian crossing here at least. That's something, but I've got to get over the side there. That's where the bicycle place is. So, no, it's all gone well. They've kept their promises, and if their workmanship's up to scratch, then I'll be very happy. And they've got a good write-up in Google, so hopefully it's pretty accurate and I'll get a good write-up from me. Anyway, here we go. The moment of truth, where I pick up my tricycle. It's a bit busier here than yesterday, so it's, well, maybe because it's lunchtime, I don't know, but we've got a lot of bikes. I can't see any trikes here. Oh, there's my flat pack. I recognise that. But, yeah, they're pretty busy at the moment. They've got a few staff here too, so it's good. So, I don't know if the guys recognise me or what. I might maybe go down the back, just have a look and see if they... I can't see any trikes here. They're claiming they sell trikes, but mainly bikes. I can gather. Well, it's a reasonable size operation. This is actually bigger than the Trinity one in the city. And they've got that store next door as well, so that's good. They're doing okay, by looks of things. They deserve to. That's good to see. I was a bit worried they might be struggling a bit, but maybe it's just yesterday was a quiet day. I don't know. I don't see my trike anywhere. So well, that's a different company. I thought it was all part of the same mob. Oh, there you go. This is actually different. Well, there you go. Oh, I didn't go in there yesterday. Oh, I thought they were next door. Well, okay, well, this is quite a way. Okay, there's the beast. It's quite a quite a big. Yeah, a lot bigger than I thought it'd be. It has there's a fair bit of weight there, and they only do flat pack constructions, and it was $75 and everything's fine, and no problems. Should be easy. We'll see how we'll do a test run of it. Yeah, it moves pretty easily. It's got a nice motion, and we'll just see how we go when I do a bit of pedaling on it. But yeah, it's a lot bigger than a bicycle, of course. Hell of a lot bigger. So I'll definitely be using up my car parking space here. Oh, that's what I asked for about it. I think we can remove one of these wheels too. I might just email her on that one. Yeah, now I'm outside. That's the only thing I forgot to ask her about. Is there there's supposed to be a removable wheel, but I'll ask the manufacturer about that. All right, well, we'll give it a go. It's a nice enough day, a bit of a breeze, and don't want to go on the road. We'll see how we go. I'll just give it a test run. Okay, got it home okay, but it wasn't the easiest ride out. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the bike. It's just that being a tricycle, it's not built for speed. And I don't know how it's going to go if I had a 50 kilo load in the back. The Bunnings is not far, so it might be okay for that, and groceries would be all right. But it's making me gravitate towards the electric option. So the thing is, I've got it so cheap, I could probably sell it if I wanted to and upgrade to an electric at a later stage. Because they don't do the upgrades at the shop I went to. They won't do electric motors, so I may have to just sell it on Gumtree, for instance. And but look, I'll see how I go with just doing the local commutes. It was a bit of hard work. The gears were a bit funny to get used to, and the pedals were a bit weird because I kept getting the left pedal jumping into my foot. But I got around that, and by the end of the ride I was okay. But it was a bit of crosswind, and it was a bit of heavy going, to be honest with you. Even though it rides smoothly, there's a bit of weight there, and if I've got the 50 kilos as well, you're not going to be breaking any speed records on it. But it is a pretty blustery day, so probably not the best day to judge it in that respect. It was fine going down the main road though. I didn't have any major hassles with traffic or anything. It just, there was a bike lane the whole way, and the drivers seemed to respect that, so that was good. And I've got the serial number off the lady who sold it to me, or did the work for me to get it built, and she took down the serial number, so that's on the manual. And I bought this particular lock from Kmart. It cost me $10. Main thing is I've got the serial number, so if it gets nicked, at least the cops can chase it up. And being a fairly unique looking bike, chances are it won't, because no one's going to want to take it. I'm just hoping that the people who have been using my car parking space won't just ram their car straight in here and try to, if they do, it's going to be hell to pay. But yeah, look, I think after going that distance and finding it is a bit of an effort, I can see why people do these with electric assist. It's not a bad option. So, but as I say, because I got it quite cheap, I reckon I could get my money back on selling it locally. And I'll just double check it's locked correctly. And now I'll get it. Make sure it's damn. There wasn't any choice there at Kmart today with locks either. That was about the best I could find. There were much thinner ones than that, which were also $10 for some reason. Don't know why. But no, it seems to be fairly solidly in. Okay, well hopefully this is a much lower crime area than where I was before. Plus the fact that people aren't going to be interested in nicking a trike anyway. But yeah, got a bit of sweat there. It was a bit of hard work. I was surprised at that. But the bike itself seemed to handle okay. A little instability with the wobbling was a bit strange. Having two wheels at the back, it's not going to make corners very easily, that's for sure. So it's got limitations that a two-wheeler doesn't have. But it's funny, as soon as I got out of the bike shop, this girl came up to me and asked me about it.